This matchup's so bad though, and they have Rengar and Zeri are really strong, that we might not be able to use it though if it goes super poorly. Yeah. This is gonna be for YouTube. We're gonna be going over the build. That doesn't go tank anymore. For jungle you still can. Mid no. I'll go over the mid build this game. Hey, it's Arksec. In this video I'll be going over our new Dyna build for Season 13. So far we're 23 wins and 5 losses and Masters Plus with it. And how you approach building is a lot different now than it used to be. Now most games end before 20 minutes, which is right around when you complete your 2 items plus upgraded boots. Before you used to care a lot about like completing a full build, and especially the 3.5 item core, which used to be Rowan, Nash, Deathcap, and then you'd build Hourglass and Stopwatch. And Void used to not be that important. Dyna also used to have really good AP ratios. Well, now they cut like her passive in half. So now it's all about Hourglass is her most core item. And then with the Mythic system, you want to pick up the strongest Mythic. And for that, you want to pick up either Night Harvester or Rocket Belt. The problem with both of those, you don't get mana, which is still really crucial for Dyna's playstyle mid. And that's one of the reasons we opt for Phase Rush. Phase Rush is also just the best runes early game. And again, you want to try to get the power spikes as early as possible. If you go Domination, the bottom 2 rows don't do anything because you have Eyeball Collection, which is super conditional, and then same with the last row. They both rely on kills, which are not consistent and are just super feast or famine. While Absolute Focus gives you the ability to 2Q the range creeps at level 5 without having to back for Darksteel. By the way, this matchup is really tricky and really bad early. You really have to avoid the Flame Spitter. If you're going Electrocute, you can go Ghost Poro, but then if you're going Electrocute, you're kind of playing the Assassin playstyle, so you really want Sweeper, so that doesn't quite work. And again, you don't really get that mana, and a lot of people would go, that was bad, my bad. Electrocute end up going Sorcery secondary, so they can get that mana flow ban, but then you're missing out Resolve, and Shield Bash is really good on Dyna, and second one too. They're just the most efficient early game runes, especially for Dyna. The difference between Night Harvester and Rocket Belt is the keystone. If you're going Phase Rush, you want Night Harvester. Rocket Belt has no synergy with Phase Rush. Not too bad. I shouldn't have got hit by that. And then, so the third item is really important. It kind of all synergizes with Phase Rush. For most of the games, you want to pick up Banshees, because Codex is such an efficient item, and you're going to be missing a mark, because now you're opting for Pen Boots over what we used to most of the time, which was Merc Treads. Because again, you're trying to get your best carry potential as early as possible, but luckily for Dyna doesn't scale one anymore. They're actually okay with how that plays out. This game's looking pretty good so far. Oh, he's actually playing back right now. This is a perfect time for us to try to fast push in the back. And this match would be really just trying to get one back off. Alright, he came back. He might try to kill us here. Yeah, that's fine. We got both sums for one of our sums, and this one we wanted to back anyways. Alright, so the first buy is Darksteel, and normally boots and potions. Hopefully refillable. In this case, we won't have enough. Dang, he actually came in. A bunch of sums. Yeah, this is one of the worst matchups for Dyna early though. But it was the right back timing on the cannon wave. If we hugged this side, this would have been fine. Kayn always starts bot side, so we should have been hugging this side. If we were playing here, we were actually fine, or even like right here, we were fine too. Because that played out was actually really good, besides Kayn getting that kill under tower. Finish up Void Staff, and then Deathcap. Deathcap's like really bad on Dyna, like we said. She doesn't have good ratios anymore, they cut most of them. And it's more about getting their ult off, which Banshees allows, and Banshees also just has really good synergies with Phase Rush. It's the only way to get him more, and like your best buy right now is pretty much Codex. The only other alternative is like Shadow Flame, which is an okay item if you're going the Pen build, or if you're going Electrocute. It's not terrible. But going Phase Rush, you have way better runes. You can actually trade there. If we had Electrocute, we couldn't play this lane anymore. It's probably the worst matchup early for an AP champion that you can play against. Dang, actually I thought he was hugging top side. But Phase Rush is OP, we're fine. Yeah, with Electrocute, you're just dead there. Nash, obviously that used to be good, but like we mentioned, Dyna's passive ratio was cut in half, so it's not even worth considering anymore. Also, you're delaying something, it's 3200, Void Staff is pretty much always better. Also, by the way, if you're against full AD, you want to go Void Staff third most of the time. And that's also what makes the Hourglass build, like almost every comp is like this, where it's 380 champs and an AP mid or an AP jungle and an 80 mid. And then even against, yeah, like this game we're definitely just going to do the Banshee. It's going to be good against Rengar, Kayn, and obviously the Rumble. But yeah, unfortunately Nash doesn't really work mid anymore. You'd always rather have Void Staff or Banshee. It makes it so you can actually get the ult off consistently. I think Kayn will get it, hopefully. They're trying to use ult because I committed the wave too hard, or onto the wave. I didn't have W right away. It's worth, but yeah, this match was really bad. We're on a ward. Ult's not up yet, but this could be really good. Now our ult's up. Nice, finally got a kill. But this is about when this matchup starts turning a little bit. It's only 12 minutes into this game, so we still want to keep pushing. We actually might get first tower. He's about to be back though, unless he went bot. Nice, don't even have to flash. And we did what Dyna does best, which is get first tower. Dang, our buy's actually not great here. I'm actually not going to buy anything. Luckily they're playing kind of scared of us, but like they easily win this fight. Got the phase rush for exhaust. This is like a bad game, but at least we're proving why phase rush is OP. Oh, I forgot to actually, there's one more part I wanted to cover about why Electrocute's bad. Is the only way you get value out of sudden impact and Electrocute is you have to commit to the fight, and you have to fully commit. With phase rush you can do your combo and you can get out. It doesn't actually matter a lot of the time if the jungler is there around. You can still do your combo and trade and get like full value out of your abilities and shield bash and stuff. But if you go Electrocute, you have to commit fully, and your first and the last two runes don't do anything unless the first two went well. And it's just like full feast or famine kind of playstyle. It's super inconsistent. It doesn't help your play, like the way you actually win games that well. Having Electrocute this game would have just made us even more vulnerable and made us lose the matchup even more, and they could have just fully snowballed on us because it just makes the winning matchup even worse. Everyone's top right now. Like I have a good buy obviously because we didn't buy earlier, but our team's pressuring really hard, so we need to keep pushing. Also, it's really nice. This tower gives you 600 gold, so we're just gonna keep pushing. I don't think anyone's down here. I just pinged to take the camp before we back. I think Viego just really wants to win this match even harder. It kind of worked out, but they were fine backing either way. They're so far ahead though, that's probably fine. Alright, we got the perfect buy. So here you pick up the Seekers and the Stopwatch. Stopwatch is just Dyna's best item. Last season, all of our builds were kind of the same idea. I think the same thing applies to jungle still, is Rocket Belt and Hourglass, because you just want the Hourglass second. Really the only alternative, like I said, the Shadow Flame. We can still fight this. Here we have to land a Q first. It's not a fight, we just go in with R, unless... Yeah, because you need a lot of damage to finish them off. Dang. I ended up doing a non-Q first trade, and it really backfired. I can't go that way. There we go. The other thing that like a lot of people kind of forget, I would say, is that Hourglass is really good against AP champions, and it's really good on AP champions because it does two things. But you basically can block a whole rotation from an AP champion, and then you also wait a rotation for your abilities to come back up, because you get the timing kind of both ways, so it's really good. Just Dyna's most core item. So you just want a good first item, a good second item, and now I just Banshee's third. 2600, like nothing comes close to being as good. Oh dang, I really got slowed there. It actually isn't a great fight. He doesn't have ult. Draven's coming, we need Draven. Dang, I didn't even get the hourglass off. It actually was fine if I got it off. This has always been a rule, but like that's why you need MR third. Every other Dyna build pretty much doesn't include Banshees or just any MR, and I don't think that's like a viable way to play. Alpha's got ult. He should have maybe just ulted to be sure, but it's fine. There we go. And then we can actually start trading with your autos. If you have like the MR, you can actually trade back with them. And you'll have higher DPS a lot of time because you're passive, even though it's nerfed. There he comes up first. I might have enough time to get in if we want. That's pretty good though. 23 minutes. I got 3 items. But yeah, so much has already happened. The other part, like, the Nash build worked so well because it was Nash Hourglass and you had those AP ratios that were super high. And the game just lasted way longer. Oops, I missed my Q on her. Oh damn, that would have been sick if we got the penta for the video. Oh well. Yeah, we'll just go mid. Alright, nice little ending though. I think we can end 25. There's a chance we can't. No, we probably can. Just kidding. But yeah, that's a new build. I'll keep grinding with it. Actually, I'm pretty hopeful for how high we can climb with it. If you guys try it out, let me know what you think. And thank you guys for watching. You don't go Conqueror because you don't build Nash. That's part of it. You also just can't go Conqueror mid. That's like that doesn't work. It's like worse than, or it's like worse than Electrocute mid.